Okay, guys, so if you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for the sake of the algorithm. It helps grow the channel. I big time appreciate it. Today, we're going to look at the viral video of the guy who snapped his arm up while squatting. So this was a low bar squat, and the guy basically snaps his forearm in half. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it by now, but I'm going to kind of give my breakdown of things because it's kind of interesting. This is an injury you rarely see, and it's crazy because I don't think he even did a whole lot wrong here. But let's take a look at it here because this video gives a good depiction of the sound. So first rep was difficult, but not impossible. Not like a grinder or anything, you know, not too bad. No issues there. Let's take a look at the second rep, though. This is where it gets real. Yeah, you can hear the crunching and snapping sound. Pretty nice, you know. So it's just one of those things. It's a freak thing. Like, to me, this looked like RP 8.5, 9. Looked like he could have done another rep, maybe two. So really not a weight the guy couldn't handle. This was 485 pounds, 220 kilos. Nothing crazy, not a crazy weight. Obviously, it's heavy, but it's not like absurd. Not out of the guy's capabilities. He could have done another couple. So, you know, it's just one of those freak things. Let's watch this again because you got to hear the snapping one more time. It's crazy. So let's refresh it here. Let's take a look one more time at this. Man, did you guys hear that crunching? That was insane. So, didn't look like a fun time. This video will show it even better here. Did not look like a fun time. I've seen lifters, you know, at meets. I saw a guy with 800 pounds on his back. He hit the hole, he hit the bottom, and both his quad tendons blew out and rolled up into his legs. And he was writhing in pain on the floor for 30 minutes. And it's just one of those career-ending injuries when those quad tendons tear. And obviously that was with 800 pounds, you know, 362.5 kilos, which 2 months prior to that, I'd done 783. I had on my back at Boss of Bosses, which is 355 kilos. And my vastus lateralis, my outer quad, tore at the bottom. So seeing a guy 2 months later tear both his quad tendons, that kind of got in my head. I was like, you know, you think twice about how heavy you want to squat after that. So that was the heaviest squat I ever did. And since I haven't gone that heavy because that just messes with you. When you see a guy literally end his career, blow both his quad tendons out, can't walk, is going to be in a wheelchair for like months, tons of rehab. It really makes you rethink everything. And I know that kind of happened to Brandon Lilly, who's kind of been forgotten in the sport. But at one time, about a decade ago, he was the top lifter in the sport. He was the John Hack of the sport at that point in time. But his career ended from tearing his quad tendons and tearing his ACL on a heavy squat with, I think it was 340 kilos, which is 750 pounds. So these freak injuries can happen when you get to those really heavy weights. And this guy, he didn't really do anything wrong, you know. He's got a close grip. But I actually like the close grip for low bar because it takes tension off the arms. Seems counterintuitive. A lot of people think wider grip is going to help. The closer grip actually makes it where you're not going to have so much pressure and torque on your arms. You're not going to get that brachialis tendonitis. You're not going to get the forearm tendonitis. You're not going to get the underside of the elbow tendonitis. So a lot of people get that. They're doing the wide grip. And the wide grip just puts a lot more pressure on the arms. Close grip actually takes the pressure and puts it on the upper back. So I actually prefer a closer grip like this. I think he did, you know, a lot of things right here. Let's take another closer look here. Walks it out, easy walkout. Like, this is not an ego thing. This was not an ego issue. This is a weight this guy can comfortably handle, 220 kilos, 485 pounds. He squats down, no problem in the first rep. Even the second rep, there's really no problem here. I think he had 3 to 4 reps in him. But it's just, if you see one thing, maybe one thing, the bar is leaning slightly to the left. Most people are not completely symmetrical when they squat. And I think he might have been putting a little more pressure pushing up with that right arm because the left arm looks like it's being completely taken by the upper back. The upper back's doing all the work. Whereas the right arm, it looks like it's actually pushing up into the bar a little bit. that might have created enough pressure where the arm snapped. Now, again, most people are not symmetrical 100% when they squat. There's a little tilt one way or the other. So this guy really didn't do much wrong. There's nothing he really could have done here. It's just kind of a fluke injury. So, you know, it wasn't too heavy. It was a freak injury right at the top. The arm just snaps. Look at that. Just completely snaps backwards. That was freaking crazy. Clean breakthrough there. I mean, let's take a look at this. You just don't see that very often. Look at the angle of the arm bend. That looks insane. I've never seen anything like that. But completely freak injury. And you can see he kind of goes into shock here afterward. He's staring at the camera like the pain hasn't set in yet. But he's like, what the heck just happened? I heard the snap. Crazy stuff. So the pain's going to set in later, obviously, and it'll be a little while before he's lifting again. This is just something that couldn't have been prevented, in my opinion. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for the sake of the algorithm. We'll keep growing the channel, keep pumping out videos. Sawyer Clad interview coming out Friday. Larry Wheels video interview coming out next Friday. Other guys coming on, Chance Mitchell, Alpha Destiny, big names. Appreciate you guys.